All right, on today's episode, I've got 10 more home hacks for you. You seem to really enjoy these. And so I've got some brand new ones today, and we are gonna start with a couple that were sent to me by you. And our first one comes from Stacy King. Now, Stacy, this hack is awesome, I just have to tell you. What you're gonna need is some fabric softener in your favorite scent. This is my favorite scent right here. It smells so good. And you are gonna need a water bottle. And we're gonna create our own fabric refresher that has like wrinkle releasing properties as well. It's gonna be custom to the scent that you like, and it's gonna be a lot less than you could find in the store. I absolutely love this hack. I'm just going to tell you right up front. What she recommended was doing a 50-50 ratio. I was a little nervous about that, so I ended up doing 60% water and 40% softener, and it worked out amazing. Maybe I'll work up to that 50-50, I don't know. So I put some water in a water bottle already, and then I added the fabric softener to that. Now I couldn't find my funnel, so here's another little hack for you, little bonus hack. I just created a funnel using some tin foil. I just kind of rolled it in a cone and shoved it down into the bottle to pour in our fabric softener solution. And then I put on the lid and kind of shook it up to get it all mixed in. And then she said to spray your bed sheets with the solution. As you make your bed, it gets all the wrinkles out, but on top of it, it makes your bed sheets smell so amazing, and it will kind of get you in between washes. And I loved it. Also, I used it on my duvet cover to get like out of the wrinkles, and I used it on my pillows, and I have to tell you, it was amazing. It smells so good, and if you do this day after day, it's just gonna smell good. Now, I know I'm gonna get some comments from people out there that's gonna say, fabric softeners are full of toxins. Well, there's a lot of ones that are natural. Just pick out your fabric softener of choice. It doesn't have to be the same as mine. So you can pick out like an all-natural one that you love and just do the same technique, and it will make your bedroom smell amazing. I wish there was scratch and sniff TV. That's something that I always wish, because I wish you could smell my bedroom right now. It smells so good. Sleeping in it at night using this solution, it has been wonderful. You might be worried about the dampness, but if you do this in the morning, by the time you go to bed, it will be perfect. And then you'll have a wonderful fresh out of the dryer feel in between washes. My favorite night of the week is the night I actually do wash and have brand new clean sheets on, but this is a good substitute in the in-between. My next hack also comes from one of you. So if you have a really good home hack, life hack, whatever, a hack that you want to share with me, leave it in the comment section below. Maybe I'll share it in a future episode. But this one comes from Mrs. Rossi. She had some ideas on how to refresh your garbage can. Whoa. It's something that I hate to deal with, but before I started out this hack, it's just a good little reminder to just clean out your garbage can occasionally. I mean, it doesn't have to be all the time. That was not part of her suggestion. I did that in preparation for this because I'm like, well, if I'm gonna do it, I might as well do that. So the hack was that she likes to put a couple of essential oils on a cotton pad and put that underneath her garbage bag. Well, I decided to shake it up just a little bit, tweak it just a little bit, and take a couple sheets of paper towel and sprinkle on some essential oil. Now, you could also use some mint scent or vanilla, whatever you have on hand. So if you don't have essential oil, but you have like some almond extract or vanilla extract or something like that in your cabinet, I think if you sprinkled on a little bit of that, that could work as well. And then you just put it in the bottom of your garbage can. And what I was thinking with the paper towel is like if there's any gross juices or anything, that it could kind of collect some of that as well. So that was her idea. I love it. I really did notice that it did freshen up my can and keep that smelling good. She also had kind of like a part 2 to that one, and she said if you can't do that, and I kind of did it in addition to, sprinkle some baking soda in the bottom of your garbage bag, and that will kind of help soak in some of those odors and keep your trash smelling good. Just because I'm limited on space, my trash can sits out in my kitchen, so anything I can do to make that smell a little bit better is awesome. So I love these hacks. My next hack is an alternative to using Windex. Say you've run out, you're in a pinch, or you just don't like the smell of Windex. I'm not a fan. I know there are some people who love the smell of Windex. I'm not one of those people, so I always use a mint glass cleaner to clean my glass. In a pinch, you can use aerosol room refresher. Now, I will caveat this with, I did try like Glade. That made my glass cloudy. That wasn't a winner. But a couple of other ones that I did try, as long as it's in the aerosol can, did work to clean my glass. So if you're out and you've got people coming over and you need to clean your windows or your mirrors or whatever, you can use an aerosol room refresher as an alternative, and it really did work. Now that we've got our mirrors looking all nice and all sparkly clean with our alternative glass cleaner, wouldn't it be nice if there's a way to keep it from fogging over, like after a hot steamy shower, or like a water repellent on it? And there is a hack, and it's our next one. We are going to put car wax on our mirror, and I actually just picked this up at the $1.25 tree, as we call it in my house, the Dollar Tree, and it was just $1.25. This Armor All spray wax. I probably used too much of it, but I just sprayed it all over the mirror, and then I took my favorite microfiber cloths, and they come from the $1.25 tree as well, and I just used that to really buff that into the mirror. You just keep wiping and wiping, and then you fold it over again and wipe some more, and you keep doing that until it buffs out. Now, don't give up in the middle of the process. You're gonna be like, this is making it worse. But if you keep buffing, you're gonna get it in there, and it's gonna be super sparkly. As clean as it was to begin with, for some reason, I felt like it sparkled even more. And so this will help prevent your mirrors and windows from fogging over. If you take a hot steamy shower, if you like get some water on it, it will bead off a little bit easier. So that's just a fun little hack, and I hope it helps you. I have boys. They like to take home lunch sometimes to school, and it always makes me a little hesitant now because they forget about stuff in their little warm thermoses, and then it molds over and it is just wretched and stinky. Well, I had these two thermoses that I thought were ruined for months. I just couldn't part with them because those thermoses are kind of expensive. They're like $10 to $15 a piece, and they're really handy to have around. And I was just like, there's got to be a solution out there to get rid of those smelly, nasty smells. I mean, I had washed it a ton. Like, I had tried everything I could think of, washed it many times, but that stink just gets in there for whatever reason. I have a solution for you. So I found that if you take about, they say a half a cup of baking soda. I used a third of a cup just because my thermoses were not like super big. And so I thought that would be plenty. And then you pour in piping hot water. And now I kind of made a mess with this. I forgot to take the lid off, didn't pour, like it just kind of made a water mess, but that's okay. The general idea got done, and you just pour it in and it starts fizzing. The baking soda starts fizzing, and then you put the lid on and let that hot water baking soda sit overnight, and when it's cooled, you take it off, dump it out, wash it up again nice and clean, and I cannot believe it. After months and months of fighting the stench, I couldn't even put food in it. Just to clarify, I'd never sent any food in these nasty thermoses just because I was like worried about like infiltrating their food. But it worked. It totally worked. It got the stench out. It smells good again, just like brand new. I can once again start using it for some warm lunches with my boys to their school. And so I hope that helps some of you, because it really helped me. I'm really short. I don't know if you knew that about me, but I am 5'2". There is not much that I can reach. So when it comes to dusting, I needed a good solution, and I found one that was really easy, and I could use things that I already had on hand. So I took my broom, which is looking a little shabby, even though it's kind of a newer broom. I might need a different one. This one was a top seller on Amazon, but I'm not impressed. But having said that, I took my broom and I took that favorite microfiber cloth that I get at $1.25 Tree and I wrapped it around the broom. And then I took like a stretchy elastic band and kind of cinched that around the bottom of the broom and created a perfect solution for dusting those high areas, getting any cobwebs out of the corner, dusting kind of along the top of shelves, maybe on the top of a tall bed. Just, it really, really worked, and the soft microfiber is not going to scratch anything, and it really did pick up the dust and dirt. So if you're a little shorty like me, or if you have really tall ceilings, maybe this is a good little hack for you. Do you hate holding a nail and trying to hammer it because maybe you don't have a steady hand, or maybe it's just slippery? I don't know. I think we've all smashed our thumb with a hammer before. I know I have a lot. So this next hack is kind of fun because you can use a little hair comb, an inexpensive one, to kind of hold it for you, hold it in place, and then you hammer it in and it keeps your thumbs right away from getting smashed, and it worked out pretty good. So that was kind of a fun little hack. But now that we've got that nail in, what if you need to remove it? So you could just use the comb again to remove it, to kind of act as a barrier, but now you have a nail hole. Which brings me to my next hack. If you don't have any like joint compound or putty on hand, is there something else you could use? There is, and it is just plain toothpaste. White toothpaste works the best. Fill the nail hole. A lot of times if it's small enough and you've got a lighter color wall and white toothpaste, you might not even need to paint over it, but if you do, you can just do a little tiny touch up and cover up that nail hole, and all you needed was a little toothpaste, something you probably have in your bathroom right now. Super easy. It smells kind of minty too, so you can't go wrong. Now this next hack I think would work really good if you like to camp and you're out and about, but you might find yourself a need to use it even in your home, and that is, what if you don't have a scrubby brush? Maybe yours is toast and you tossed it and you haven't gotten to the store yet, but you need to scrub something that is kind of crusted on and gross. What do you use? This is kind of fun. So you take a piece of aluminum foil and you kind of crumple it into a ball, and you can just use that as a scrubby brush. It works awesome. I was thinking this would be really good in summer if you like to camp and you're out camping. Maybe you need to clean out your Dutch oven. Using a crumpled up piece of tinfoil will be your best friend. So we'll help you at home, we'll help you out. But I think it's a pretty cool trick. So I have a silverware drawer, and the silverware tub likes to slide around in the drawer, and it always kind of slides to the back, and then I have to pull it forward, and it seems like such a small thing, but it's really starting to get on my nerves. And so what we did for this hack is just push it all the way back where it was already going to be anyways, and then we measured how much pool noodle we need, and then we cut off a section of pool noodle that matches that distance, and then we pulled it back forward, shoved the pool noodle in the bag, and voila, super easy thing. But no more silverware tray gone like wild. It's all fixed, but I know some of you are gonna be like, why does she have so many forks and spoons and knives? We purchased a vacation rental and it was meant to sleep a lot of people, so there was a lot of silverware. We just inherited it, but it is a lot, so just a little side note. Now my favorite hacks come from friends, and you guys are my friends, so don't forget to share with me your favorite hacks, and who knows, I could share it in an upcoming episode and let everybody know your awesome hack. I love it. So if you enjoyed this episode, here's another one that I think you'll like as well, and if you haven't done so already, consider hitting that subscribe button right here. It's super easy to do, and I would love it if you joined the DIY Niner family. And to all of my DIY Niners, I just want to remind you once again that you are more powerful than you know. We'll see you next time. Bye.